अब लोग सोचते हैं कि GM जैसे होते हैं, GM जैसे होते हैं.
People thinks that okay, hotel GM चला लेते हैं. You can't drive it alone without you have a very proper trained force behind it.
मैं आपका आज होटल ज्वाइन कर रहा हूँ, let's say any other hotel. What would be your advice?
The first skill they should kind of inculcate is about listening. That's one of the very, very critical, important part of today's days is to listen.
10 interns ने आज ज्वाइन किया है होटल,
Okay.
right? और अब उनको काम करते हुए let's say 2 महीने हो गए. You have to choose one intern. ये बेस्ट वाला intern है.
That positive attitude, that is required. If I tell him to do something or I correct him, whether he is taking that with a positive, attitude, whether he is listening to me or not, whether he is, correcting himself and coming back with bettering himself is what will, determine the skill set for any kind of a film.
जितने भी पॉडकास्ट किए हैं सब ने एक ही मतलब जो सबसे हॉटेस्ट टॉपिक है वो है नंबर ऑफ वर्किंग आवर्स का.
Days would be there are long hours. We ensure that they get, compensated with that by either, giving them an additional off or some days when there are not that long hours, they are very welcome to go back home.
लीडर का अपना एक स्टाइल होता है टू लीड द टीम, टू कीप देम मोटिवेटेड. What are your secrets?
Leadership style always remain is very inclusivity. साथ में ले चलो, साथ में काम करो.
Any particular achievement जो आपके हिसाब से it was very extraordinary under your leadership?
That Coldplay, to do, their performance properly without any glitch there. The back end, the support, the hotel, the entire team provided was amazing. It was like we only knew they had performed for 3 days, but the entire crew stayed here for 10 plus days.
He started at the front desk and now leads one of Navi Mumbai's finest hotels as General Manager. If you think success in hospitality is just about titles, think again. Hi everyone and welcome to HospeTalk. आज हमारे साथ है मिस्टर रॉय. ही इज़ द जनरल मैनेजर ऑफ कोर्टयार्ड बाय मैरियट नवी मुंबई. उन्होंने अपनी जर्नी की शुरुआत एंट्री लेवल से की और आज हिल्टन, रेडिसन और मैरियट जैसे बड़े ब्रांड्स को लीड कर चुके हैं. इस वीडियो में आप जानेंगे कैसे हॉस्पिटैलिटी में स्टेप बाय स्टेप ग्रोथ की जा सकती है, कैसे मुश्किल समय में टीम को मोटिवेट किया जाता है और कैसे मिस्टर रॉय ने लॉन्ग वर्किंग आवर्स जैसे चैलेंज को समझदारी और एम्पैथी से हैंडल किया है. बिफोर वी डाइव इन, डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब, ड्रॉप अ कमेंट अबाउट योर फेवरेट हॉस्पिटैलिटी लर्निंग एंड check out the next video in the HospeTalk playlist. Let's listen, learn and lead together. Hi sir, welcome to HospeTalk.
Namaskar, Vikas ji.
My first usual one है ना, थोड़ा सा रिवाइंड करते हैं सर, आपकी लाइफ को बिल्कुल पीछे लेकर जाते हैं. Tell us about your journey. I mean, how come you ended up in hospitality?
Sure, but before that, I think I must thank you. Thank you, Vikas, for taking out your time, giving me this opportunity to have a chat with you. So it's absolutely my pleasure. So yes, अगर आपको पीछे ले जाना है, ये तो बहुत पीछे ले जाना होगा क्योंकि ये almost 26 years now. Been to the industry.
Yes.
I started my journey after passing out from International Institute of Hotel Management. My first front office in a luxury hotel started with the Regent there in Bandra, which later have actually been converted to one of the iconic hotel in Mumbai, the Taj Lansdowne. So I started there as a very scratch level as a front office assistant.
हमारी इंडस्ट्री में ना यूजुअली बोला जाता है कि आप ना 5 साल निकाल लो, देन यू विल बी द हीरो. आई मीन आप ऑटोमेटिकली हीरो बन के निकल आते हो. तो वो जो इनिशियल 5 साल थे सर, व्हाट वाज योर हीरो मोमेंट लाइक दैट मोटिवेटेड यू कि अच्छा ये मेरी इंडस्ट्री है, मैं इसमें निकल जाऊंगा?
नो, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, वेरी वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज एज आई सेड, मेरा शुरुआत हुआ था, द होटल was the region Mumbai was a different brand altogether. बाद में the Taj took that over and it's renamed as Taj Lanson. So ये जो journey है, it itself is a very exciting, because वो जो transitions period था sir, one brand to suddenly you are one of the the iconic Indian hotel, one of the best hotel brand to work for. Itself was very motivating, but what made me connected, और ये जो जर्नी चलते रहा, आप जो बोल रहे हो, एक्चुअली वो 5 नहीं 8 साल तक लगातार लैंसन में चले. That only happened because I think lot of very senior leadership which I got to work with, very motivating. That bridge to gap जो एक transitions होते हैं एक brand to another was so smooth, was so warming that the transition. हम तो सिर्फ एक front office assistant that time, उतना समझ में तो नहीं आता है कि क्या back end में चल रहा है जो आज समझ में आता है, but to tell you that, but it was so smooth that we never felt that. And new SOPs, नया तरीका, नया environment, नया brand, but we are so connected with the team, the process, the leadership, that it went on till 2008.
You mentioned very interesting point कि पहले समझ में नहीं आता था लेकिन अब समझ में आता है.
Correct.
Is there any way कि जो आज के हमारे जो newcomers हैं, I mean, can we develop some kind of a way where वो already थोड़ा सा at least hint मिल जाए कि why this is important?
No, of course, Vikas. They are very smart. Today's kids are not like what used to be 5-6 years back. So, and the top of it is mostly is उनके पास वो जरिया है. All the system, the technology, everything is there. So yes, they can learn with their capacity of that bit of the finance aspect, bit of brand, bit of positioning of the brand. ये बहुत ही easily they can surely understand those. बहुत डिटेल में ज़रूरत नहीं है, but of course in today's days they are most welcome to understand those, at least the basic philosophy of these transitions, because there would be so more to happen, and is happening in today's date.
26 years of experience. You have worked with brands like Hilton, Marriott, Radisson even, right? And now अभी आप यहाँ Courtyard by Marriott. आपके लीडरशिप स्टाइल को how do you define कि इन ब्रांड्स में काम करके?
See, Vikas, it could be different brand, but as a leader, the brands, the name you took is most of them I worked as a general manager, and for a general manager, what I believe is that whichever the brand, more or less, is the top 5 KPIs, what we call as a your key performance area. KPAs or the index is what is you need to look into, okay, in on your leadership platform in that sense. Right. The first definitely is your the team member. We always believe that put our people first in Marriott, so the team member. Then it comes your guest. Then you're definitely where you are working, that asset, the upkeepment of this asset, the building, you have to ensure that you work like that, you being part of that, the assets. So it is one of it. Then definitely you are in a business, so it has to be profitable. So the profitability of the business. And I think the last, not the least, is definitely that, okay, your branding, positioning, your for a Marriott, I should not leave the opportunity to talk about bit of a sustainability, the drive what we do, because what we are doing in today's days, we are doing for future. So I think these 4-5 KPIs, if you take care of it, irrespective of the brand, I think set it.
Via HospeTalk, आई वॉन्टेड टू यूज दिस प्लेटफॉर्म कि जो आपके पास नॉलेज है 26+ ईयर्स की, उसको एक्सट्रैक्ट करके वी वॉन्टेड टू रिप्रेजेंट एट HospeTalk.
Of course.
सो आपके हिसाब से लाइक यू नो अ गाय, लेट्स से मैं आपका आज होटल ज्वाइन कर रहा हूँ, लेट्स से एनी अदर होटल, राइट, व्हाट वुड बी योर एडवाइस?
In a way, I think the first skill they should kind of inculcate is about listening. That's one of the very, very critical or an important part of today's days, is to listen. We get very impatient. We don't listen. We more watch.
Yes.
We more see like that. But trust me, because means throughout my career, your ears has to be prepared in such a way that you can literally listen what's your associates team saying, what's your guests saying, what's your other stakeholders saying. That listening, when you grab that or you master that skills, I think you're done. It will be lots of your major work would be done if you be a good listener.
You mentioned mastering skills.
That's right.
तो इसको थोड़ा सा एक्सटेंड कर देते हैं, बोनस, लेट्स से दिस कैन बी अ बोनस क्वेश्चन.
Okay.
कैन यू प्लीज टेल कि इनिशियल करियर में बस ये वाले 3 स्किल को आप ट्राई कर लो मास्टर करने की, एज वी हमने जैसे पहले बताया कि जी 5 साल निकालने हैं, उसके बाद आपकी लाइफ विल बी वे स्मूदर, है ना? तो वो 3 स्किल्स आपके अकॉर्डिंग कौन से हैं सर?
नहीं, I can't talk that it will be way smoother, but I think I would say put this in this way, कि ये थोड़ा must have kind of skills. Is one, as I said, is about that listening skill. Second is that serve with smile or a purpose. That's you can't take away that smile, that gratitude when you are working for your guest. You have to ensure that, because that's one of the very key touch point to make sure that your guest feels welcomed. So one of that is definitely you serve with a smile. And third definitely is about your positive attitude, because ups and downs would be there. कोई दिन आपके लिए ऑफिस में खराब जाएगा, कोई दिन बहुत अच्छा जाएगा, कभी गेस्ट कहीं इशू लेके you will have a little tough time. But as long as you carry that positive attitude, I think irrespective of field, whether it's a hoteliering or anywhere else, I think it works wonder.
थोड़ा सा टफ स्पॉट में डाल देता हूँ.
हाँ जी, प्लीज.
लेट्स अज्यूम कि 10 इंटर्न्स ने आज ज्वाइन किया है होटल, राइट, और अब उनको काम करते हुए लेट्स से 2 महीने हो गए. यू हैव टू चूज वन इंटर्न, ये बेस्ट वाला इंटर्न है. सो वो क्राइटेरिया क्या होगा? हाउ वुड यू चूज कि ये वाला इंटर्न बेस्ट है?
It will be tough. We should not be that judgmental about the selection, because where I came from, ऐसे होता तो मैं शायद इंडस्ट्री में नहीं होता. There are so many flaws in every one of us, because trust me, ऐसे होंगे तो नहीं हो सकता है. You have to see that whether you have that capacity to groom that person, to be a better personal. And for that, as I said, that positive attitude, that is required. If I tell him to do something or I correct him, whether he is taking that with a positive attitude, whether he's listening to me or not, whether he is doing correcting himself and coming back with bettering himself, is what will determine the skill set for any kind of a field.
कोई और होता ना सर, फंस जाता है इस क्वेश्चन पे. ये तो आपके 26 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है जिसने ये आंसर दे दिया. लेट मी से दिस वेरी फ्रेंडली, है ना? बट आई मीन अब मैंने देख लिया, तो आई वांटेड टू पुट यू इनटू मोर डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन.
ऑल राइट, प्लीज.
हमारी इंडस्ट्री को ना दूर से बहुत चार्मिंग माना जाता है सब कुछ, और जब यूजुअली आई थिंक बच्चे उसी हिसाब से एडमिशन भी ले लेते हैं, है ना, एंड देन दे जॉइन द इंडस्ट्री. अब एज ऑफ टुडे मैंने जितने भी पॉडकास्ट किए हैं, सब ने एक ही, मतलब जो सबसे हॉटेस्ट टॉपिक है वो है नंबर ऑफ वर्किंग आवर्स का.
करेक्ट.
हाउ डू यू टैकल सच इश्यूज विद योर टीम?
ऑफ कोर्स, फर्स्ट पॉइंट फर्स्ट इज, सही में ये चार्मिंग इंडस्ट्री है. इट्स नॉट दैट एनीथिंग gloomy here this side. Trust me, every day is a new day for us. It's a every day. Still now, whether it's 26 years, 30 years, 40 years, whoever has spent, in this industry, I'm telling you, they can't say I have learned all. Even, your 40 years one first day, there could be some situations where you will be, it's a completely new, you might taken back. So there are learning, there are charming, there are, the new ways out of to do it. But yes, coming back to this long hours, it's a challenge for sure. Must say that there is still exist, but here I want to bring my brand. I'm fortunate to associate with a brand like Marriott, where there is something special we call as life on time. So it's a very process driven. It's every single associates, whatever the hours they are doing, it's get recorded. We monitor that very closely. Anything additional, because as you said, there are long hours, we ensure that they get compensated with that by either giving them an additional off, or some days when there are not that long hours, they are very welcome to go back home. So that way we try to manage, and it's beautifully that process been led down by the Marriott.
Done, sir. चलो कहीं ना कुछ तो हो रहा है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, absolutely.
हर एक लीडर का अपना एक स्टाइल होता है टू लीड द टीम, टू कीप देम मोटिवेटेड. What are your secrets? How do you keep your team motivated?
No, it's not secret. I think my leadership style always remain is very inclusivity. साथ में ले चलो, साथ में काम करो. So and then it's a absolute privilege to work with the generations and work, because you also learn from them. So bilkul, that's my the kind of a mantra for myself, which I have been learn from my senior my the mentors, my guide from the earlier days. So I think that is what, because end of the day, because it is this, that whatever you do means like that, however the hotel is performing, you are as good as your team. So
absolutely.
If you don't give that time, that touch, that the understanding to them, then you are lost somewhere. So I think that's what the leadership style I follow.
Done, sir. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Pleasure.
हमारी इंडस्ट्री में अपने आप को अपकीप रखना और अपस्केल रखना, एंड व्हेन इट कम्स टू द नॉलेज, राइट, देयर आर वेरी फ्यू लिमिटेड प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं. सो व्हाट आई मीन, हाउ डू यू अपकीप योर नॉलेज? सो वो प्लेटफॉर्म्स या वो जो हब ऑफ नॉलेज है, सो अगर आपको लगता है कि अच्छा हाँ, आई थिंक दिस इज समथिंग आई शुड लर्न, सो व्हाट इज योर गो टू थिंग्स? आई मीन, हाउ डू यू डू दैट?
Yes, there are different ways to do that. Fortunately, like how HospeTalk is here, there are few more that through those podcasting we do little bit learn from there. There are a lot of conclaves nowadays happening, attending those. Also there are different way of learning, observing your even the best way I felt is that the more you talk to your guest, meet them in person, even from there you learn a lot, because you may be kind of working in one place, but आपकी guest जो है वो बड़ी तरह different places से आते हैं. उनकी knowledge, they are utilizing lot of other hotel, other industries, तो even उनसे ideas लेना, learning is also helps me a lot.
So talking about your team, would you like to share a moment or any particular achievement जो आपके हिसाब से it was very extraordinary under your leadership?
Oh, sure, because there are plenty, but I think I'll pick a recent one. As we are sitting in the Courtyard by Marriott Navi Mumbai, we are just adjacently located next to D.Y. Patil, this beautiful stadium here.
Yes,
and you would be knowing that we had this Coldplay event in January. There were 3 performances by the Coldplay happened here.
Yes.
trust me, if the team would have not that immaculately detailed way performed nahi karta, it would have not possible, because that Coldplay, to do their performance properly without any glitch there, the back end, the support the hotel, the entire team provided was amazing. It was like we only knew they performed for 3 days, but the entire crew stayed here for 10 plus days. And it was 24/7, the very specially curated menu, the timing for their, because the one part of the team was going, they're walking in the ground, coming back, taking rest. So the cleaning of the room, their waking up pattern, their working pattern, it was absolutely, little bit of, so seamless movement to work that, what the team did for those consecutive, the days. I really cherish those moments and hats off to them.
डन सर. और जब ये अचीवमेंट होगी उसके बाद क्या हुआ था? जम के पार्टी?
जम के पार्टी हर दिन होता है. We don't need to celebrate any particular moment, because that's what we should enjoy our work, we should enjoy our the accolades, of course.
सर कोई मतलब अभी तक जितने भी पॉडकास्ट लाइव किए ना, कोई भी पॉडकास्ट आई थिंक ऐसा गया ही नहीं कि जिसमें हमने एआई या टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में बात ना की हो. एंड आई फील इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट.
ओह यस.
व्हाट आर योर टेक ऑन दिस? आर वी रेडी, और हम बहुत जल्दी है, बहुत लेट है? How do you want to take it forward?
No, good part, because the way the technology is evolving, and the way the Marriott is absorbing those, the best practice from them, I think very soon it would be there, and we are gearing up. It's that whatever you say, hotels is that, the personal touch, we call that, the touching lives. ये तो बिना human beings पे नहीं होगा. Bot can't do that, the smile, the warmth, what we bring to the table. But then, of course, it will make it a little more seamless. The integration with the different other software what we use will be definitely much more easier, easy to operate for the associates. So of course, it's for the betterment of the industry, and we must take this with that positive sense of it.
Done, sir. तो सर आपने मेरी जितनी भी बाउंसर्स थी बहुत अच्छे से खेल ली. अब थोड़ा माहौल ठंडा कर लेते हैं.
Thank you. Relaxed.
Yes, of course. Let's talk about आपके हिसाब से ऐसा कोई myth which you would like to bust, कि मतलब लोग सोचते हैं कि GMs ऐसे होते हैं, GMs ऐसे होते हैं. So do you think there is any myth which you wanted to bust?
So in that sense, again, I'll come back to talk about my team, because people thinks that okay, hotel GM चला लेते हैं. ऐसी बात नहीं है. I think that needs a very precision training for my team, and you can't drive it alone without you have a very proper trained force behind it, working round the clock to get those the numbers for me. So it's absolutely, that's the myth that hotel अकेला GM नहीं चलाते हैं.
And sir, आप ऐसा कोई डिपार्टमेंट, let's say कि that you secretly admire. I know that you are from front office, but let's say if I give you a chance कि अच्छा for few days or let's say for a month हम आपका डिपार्टमेंट चेंज कर सकते हैं, तो which department that would be and why?
Admiration तो नहीं बोल सकता हूँ, but finance intrigues me very much, because थोड़ा दिन अगर चांस मिले तो मुझे वो जानना है कि थोड़ा ज़्यादा बजट, थोड़ा ज़्यादा allocation of fund क्यों नहीं मिल सकता है like that when we ask for it. But no, with all seriousness, I think they are the gatekeeper for the profitability and the expenditure for the hotel. So that's one of the departments I think are the unsung heroes of the industry, that really they put a lot of detailing, because what important for them, what I believe is that each penny saved is each penny earned. So I think that's what if I get a chance, must get little more exposure to the detailing of finance for sure.
Done. And if you got a chance, let's say you wanted to have a dinner with any hospitality professional, किसके साथ करोगे and what would be the discussion, sir?
Hospitality professions किसके साथ? I don't take me it's a diplomatic answer, but I think our the leader Rajiv Menon is always and takes out phenomenal, the person to talk to learn from him, even if it is some time I get, is always we cherish those moments. So maybe if his times permits, I would love to have some dinner time. Yeah, why not?
I hope मैं सर को टैग कर दूंगा.
Oh, of course.
Hopefully आपकी ये विश मैं ट्राई कर सकता हूँ सर कंप्लीट करवाने.
He's a busy man. Means like that, traveling, lots. But yeah, sometimes then definitely.
Done, sir. Let's move to our signature HospeTalk rapid fire.
Wow. Okay.
बस आप समझ गए सर. I'll just say a thing. बस maximum 1 or 2 words.
Go for it.
All right, sir. Your go-to leadership mantra in one line.
Serve with smile.
One book or podcast that changed your thinking.
I'm not a very avid reader, but yes, there are so many, honestly, because that's there.
If not hospitality, what would you be doing?
We spoke a little bit. I think would have been somewhere in some finance department and all that. I was good in my 12th on the commerce stream. So yes, definitely would have landed some kind of a finance role.
One moment in your journey that made to say, yes, I chose the right career.
Oh, that's plenty of moments, because it's coming straight from the heart, because I believe the moment, when I see a smile on my associate's face, when I see the smile on my guest's face, like that, I think that's the feel. That's I think surreal, like that. Any day for it and anything for it.
Done, sir. Moving towards the final, few questions of the podcast. आपके हिसाब से, what kind of an hospitality professional you wanted to be? I mean, 26 साल हो गए हैं काम करते हैं, but still, do you think or you feel कि अभी भी कुछ है और still कि मुझे ये achieve करना है?
Sure, maybe going forward, but on a personal level, I think should learn a little bit of asset management. It's very great exposure, great learning should be from there, and it's a very interesting field to be.
Done. And the last one, via this podcast, what message you wanted to give to the hospitality professionals, but at 3 levels. So one is, let's say if I'm an entrant.
Mm-hmm.
Second is, let's say if I'm a mid-managerial level.
Okay.
And third is like, I'm at the GM level.
All right. We spoke for the entry level. We spoke about those 3 must-have and the skills, I think. So if I need to reiterate, yes. So keep a very positive attitude. Take things, at your stride. Learn from it. Mistake happens. Don't feel dejected. You learn from your mistakes. When it comes to mid-level, I think one of the very important part, because that's the time actually your foundation for that will be built, for how long or how quickly you can move to your next level. So I think they must. Very important in today's world is networking. You must do that, even in the mid level. You don't feel hesitant. They should reach out. People are there. Actually, there are lots of people there to talk to,
yes,
and you will learn. So someone, as you in the beginning, you were mentioning that could have been told you, I think would have been wonder, or could have learned little more, would made me little better skilled or equipped a little better way. So is, I think, networking. JM, nay, what I'm a JM, so what should I say? Maybe in just way is that same way we should, again same thing, that okay, look forward for to meet great networking. I think that's also because it's sometime we hold ourselves little bit,
Yes.
Get little more involved in so much in day to day that we don't get out that time to do or meet people. So I think that's very necessary.
This is it, sir. Thank you so much.
No, it's my pleasure.
I hope ये 26 साल का एक्सपीरियंस आपका वाया क्वेश्चंस मैं जितना आपको निचोड़ सकता था आपकी नॉलेज को वो मैं निचोड़ चुका हूँ. And but thank you so much, sir. It was an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Vikas. Thank you once again. Thanks to HospeTalk to arrange this. And I think one word to your, the future viewers or the people who will, see that is all the very best. Anytime they need to reach out, always there for them. So thank you so much and have a nice evening.
Thank you, sir.